Hey everybody, it's SideQuest Dad, and I've been running my channel for a little while now, and I finally decided I should probably actually kind of explain how I came to be the stay-at-home dad while I was doing a couple things while my daughter naps. So I haven't always been a stay-at-home dad. In fact, since me and my wife have been married 5 years as of this May, I've actually been primarily the one that was working. I had a pretty good starter job, and it allowed my wife to be able to go to nursing school and just college in general for 2 years, 2 years for her associates and then 2 years for her BSN. It allowed us to have it so that she didn't really have to work, which was something we were super grateful and I was happy to do. And, it came down to it when she got to graduate. We were living in Southern Utah. I've lived in Southern Utah my entire life. That's not hyperbole at all. I've lived in the same town for pretty much my entire life, at least my waking memory life. But my wife grew up here in Florida, went and moved to, Utah for other family and to go to school and stuff. And that's kind of how we ended up meeting. And she's always wanted to come back to Florida. That was always kind of the plan. And she loves the beach, hates the snow. And, I think I was getting to the point where I was, ready to experience something new. I've never moved out of my hometown. So I was like, she graduated and got her BSN and was getting ready to take the NCLEX, and we really kind of looked at it and and we had our daughter at the time. She was probably like 8 months old, and we decided, what, if we don't move now, we probably never will, or it'll be many years. So we kind of just bit the bullet and started to move. And I knew opportunities for my career field were going to be pretty limited here in Florida. It just wasn't as prominent. And it's also kind of a niche field anyways. But since she had graduated and then she soon after passed her NCLEX, we knew she could go anywhere. So she found a job, an hour outside of where we lived. And it gave, relocation bonus and some stuff like that, sign-on bonus. And we decided, what, she would be the primary provider and I would be the one that stays home with our daughter until I could find a position. And that's kind of how it's been since then, is that I've been the one that's been staying home, taking care of our daughter, because we really don't want to do like daycare and things like that. And we were in a financial position that, budget's tight and, money is always hard, especially in this economy, but we were fine. And for me being able to be a little choosy, picky, and doing something that I loved. And, I wanted to share the story now that things are starting to look a little different. So that's kind of the story of how I came to be a stay-at-home dad. And I've honestly loved every minute of it. And I'm ready for the next chapter and the next stage, but I loved it. And I love it, and it is amazing. But yeah, that's kind of the story of how I came to be. Now I should probably finish up what I'm going to do here in the garage because I am starting to sweat in this Florida heat. So that's my story.